Everyone is crying that Orihime died in episode 45. She didn't. Her power finally stopped healing and it started erasing. Welcome back to the Dark Archives. If you watch Bleach 1000-Year Blood War episode 45, that you would think that you saw Orihime die. She flies in front of Ichigo, takes Yhwach's Reishi head on. The screen goes white and the internet loses it. Orihime useless finally ends with her dying for Ichigo. But with the archives, we already know that perfection is always a lie. A clean white jacket usually means that you're really good at hiding the blood stains. But let's get this straight. Orihime was never a healer. We completely misunderstood her. Her Shun Rika does not heal wounds, it rejects phenomenon. Tsubaki doesn't cut, it rejects events that your skin was even whole. That's not medicine, that's reality deletion. And Soul Society knew it, that's why they never taught her. That's why Aizen called her power the encroachment of a god's domain back in Hoeko Mundo, because it's not Shiragami science, it's not Quincy science, it's something older. They are not just little fairies, they are the wardens of a cosmic prison, and Orihime is just learning how to lock the door from the outside. Mayuri and Urahara spent 100 years trying to reconstruct souls with machines, pills, and gigai. Orihime does it with 6 spirits and a prayer. She rejects the phenomenon itself. No structure, no reishi, replacement, just the damage never happened. Now back to the hidden dark truth. Why did Yhwach, the guy who absorbed the Soul King, stop and stared at her? Because Yhwach's science is exact mirror. The Almighty does not see the future, it rewrites it. He looks at every possible future and picks one where you already lost. That's Quincy science, perfected. So when Orihime throws up a Suken Quitsu, I reject, Yhwach swings with I have already won. You got 2 gods fighting with the same weapon. If you control the history books, you control the actual truth. Yhwach controls the future. Orihime just learned how to tear a page out of it. If this is the first time you're hearing Orihime's explained as a reality breaker and not a healer, that's what the archives are for. We are distributing science, not just power scaling. So hit the subscribe, because down below I leave a whole playlist of Dark Archives explaining Bleach in its entirety. But here's the Declassified file. In the Soul Society, there's one law older than the Gotei 13. You cannot reverse what the Soul King has willed. That's why Unohana couldn't bring back the dead. That's why Mayuri had to build Nemu from scratch instead of just rejecting her death. Orihime broke it. In episode 45, anime original, she does not just block Yhwach, she rejects, and the attack that already been made irrevertible by the Almighty. Yhwach saw a future where Ichigo's blood chain Bankai shattered and Orihime is ash. And Orihime said, no, that future is rejected. That's why the screen goes white. It's not her dying, it's her casually snapping back like a rubber band. Diamonds are just dirty rocks crushed under extreme pressure. Orihime just got crushed and finally became the diamond Aizen always said she was. So no, Orihime didn't die in episode 45. She proved that Shiragami science and Quincy science both hit the same wall. The will of someone who refused to accept the story that they're written into. Her house is so full of rules and fake history that the normal human literally cannot survive breathing the air. Soul Society told her that she was a healer so she wouldn't axe while she can erase death itself. They is fighting to protect a very expensive, very bloodly lie, and she tore the first page out of it. Truth is often scarier than the sword fights, but hey, that's a Declassified file for another night. Bankai.